Madonna said that she was a 63-year-old trying to look like a virgin. We are going to discuss that next. Elite level game starts right now. Donovan, Sharpe, and welcome to this edition of Elite Level Game. I am your first co-host, Donovan Sharpe. My co-host is none other than the talented Coach Everett Overton. EO, how's it going today, man?
Hey, what's up, man? Good to be back on our show. Shout out to the chat room. We were off a couple weeks, but we're back, and we got a very funny topic tonight. I actually haven't seen the video.
You haven't seen the video?
The picture,
you haven't? Oh, this is going to be awesome. The fact that you haven't seen the video or the pictures, I think will make for an extremely organic reaction. Very, very much looking forward to getting your reaction. But the reason we're covering this, obviously, is because not only is this trending, but this speaks to the very nature of women. We say all the time, women are the last to know that they have hit the wall. And when they figure out they've hit the wall, it never, ever goes well. They do whatever they can to continue to compete with these young girls out here. But listen, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through sort of a timeline of events here. I'm trying to get my chat up here so I can make sure that I'm getting all of the chats. By the way, I'm actually gonna start doing this even on the start and the finish. Tell the people where they can find you, EO.
Yeah, no doubt. Just search Coach EO. You'll see my big-ass head. I always say that. And come on through, man. I got a lot of content for men. I actually do try to aid women as well. I mean, I'm tough on them.
Really?
We got to be tough on them. We got to be tough on men, too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, like I have a series called Leading the Relationship.
Yes, LTR.
So it's mainly for men, but women can learn from it also. So come on through. I got a ton of series, whether you're in your 20s and just looking to date casually, 30s, maybe you're now thinking, hey, I got my career down, maybe I will have a family. 40s, divorced men, I got content for everybody. So Coach EO, please.
Man. Oh, I like it, man. Yeah, it's interesting. And I'm actually taking. I'm not going to change my content. I'm not going to change the message. But if you've noticed, I've actually started bringing women onto the broadcast. I've got 2 shows a week with Tori Grow. One is on my channel, that's every Tuesday. Then one is on her channel, that's every Sunday. Then, of course, I just locked down a date with Just Pearly Things. She is a female content creator who is, she dabbles a little bit into the La Pastilla Roja community. But a lot of times, she disagrees with a lot of the things that we say, and she likes to challenge us on that. I have no problem having conversations with women that disagree. No problem at all. And then, of course, I will be, Devin and I will be doing probably a weekly podcast together. She's going to start being in the studio a lot more often, even when I'm doing a podcast without her. Just to make sure that everything is on point and the gear is up. So yeah, man, I think you have to evolve. And when we look at guys like the Fresh and Fit channel or Kevin Samuels, their meteoric ascent has one thing in common. They started bringing on female voices onto their platform. And most of the time, EO, if we can just diverge here for just a second, a lot of times when men bring women onto their platform, they acquiesce. They kowtow to these women. That's not what Myron or Kevin are doing. Not that I'm comparing the two, but that's what Myron and Kevin do. And I said, you know what? I'm a dude that is not afraid of women. Like, I have no problem having them on because I see the success that they're having. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's just like ladies' night. They don't.
Yes.
They do that for men. They know men are coming if it's ladies' night. You know
That's
what
right.
I'm saying? So it's the same exact thing. So yeah, you got to bring women on. Plus, it gives you an opportunity to teach them, too, because we want to help women out also. I mean, clearly our target audience is men, but if we can help women at least begin to see things in a less delusional fashion, Who knows? I mean, maybe we can shift things a little bit. I don't think we're going to put a huge dent in it in our lifetime, but
Sure.
at least we can get it started. But it's good to bring them on. I definitely, I'm not going to, my behavior never changes whether I'm in front of a man or a woman.
Real
When it's
fucking
going to be the
talk.
same.
Real talk.
Even with you and Devin, same way.
Yep.
You hear SNO, she works for me.
Yep.
I talk to her the same way. And Lucario does it. He's got April MC working for him over there.
Right.
So people want receipts. Well, you're looking at receipts every time we come on the air.
Damn right. A lot of guys get on me. They say, Donovan, you brag too much, and they're probably right. But the reason why I mentioned my relationship with Devin so much is to show you guys. Listen, man, like I walk the walk that I talk. I say I make my girl do XYZ. That's why I show you guys, because there's a lot of guys in this space that say, oh, I fucked these bitches and those bitches, and they're not really living the life that they're portraying online. Guys like you and me and Myron and Kevin, we're the real fucking deal. And a lot of guys cannot stand it when we actually come with receipts. So when you come with receipts and show that you're doing well, they like to hate and all that good stuff. No problem. We like the haterade. We'll continue giving it to you guys. Geeky Anomaly on the Sharpe stream side says, EO looking more crisp than ever. This is why I have my miniature hoodie on today, is because I knew that EO was going to come with the edge up game, with the lineup game. My lineup is looking a little dusty, so I don't want to look bad in front of EO. That's the thing, man. Like every once in a while, I know, okay, I know I need to line myself up, but I can give it another 36 hours. Not with you, man. I got to cover up.
Well, you know what? Shout out to Geeky, by the way. Shout out to him. He was over there in Vegas, got a chance to,
yes, sir.
For us to meet.
Good dude,
but,
man.
You know what, man? I really hate cutting my hair, man. I mean,
really?
you got to keep up with it.
Yeah.
I do it all myself once a week. I know you do it. What I try to do midweek is I'll just go around the ears a little bit.
Okay.
I'll just kind of fade it up.
Yeah.
Fade it up just like up to here, and then just touch it up. Kind of do it in the back a little bit, just like a quick touch up. But every 7 days, I'm cutting his hair. That's the downfall of a short haircut. You got to keep the lines crispy, otherwise it looks like shit.
You know, it's interesting. A fun fact. And listen, I've never had long hair, but there are times when my hair is just a little bit longer. So I buzzed my hair, I don't know, 2-3 days ago, but before then I had lined it up. The longer your hair is when you line it up, the longer you can go between lineups and trimming everything up. Well, I lined up and trimmed everything up, but because my hair was short, the lineup lasted about 12 hours because my hair grows very, very quickly, at least the little parts that it grows. So, hey, listen, man, short hair problems, I guess, all right? Shout out to Theo Waff, who is in the chat. Wait a minute, hold on. That was supposed to be. Okay, I guess Don DeMarco's not working. Shout out to Theo Waff, man. He just pulled off a kind of a Manosphere meetup of sorts. He had everybody down there, had Minister Jap and everything. So shout out to him, man, for putting that thing together. Completely funded it. It was. I've heard it was awesome. Art with the 4.5 British pound super chats says her behind looks like an alien ship that does not come in peace. I mean, quote, what are we doing here? In the words of the legend, big up to the best duo. Yeah, listen. Look, man, let's go ahead. Listen, we're gonna go ahead and get right into this. Let me go ahead and bring this up because EO has not seen. EO, you have not seen any of these photos. So let me jump. So let me bring this up just so that you can see exactly what we are talking about up in here. Oh boy. So Madonna released a bunch of photos a few days ago, as you can see. I'll try and blow it up a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. But what we're going to do is we're going to go through. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's much better. Okay, perfect. So Madonna is 63 years old, and she recently had a photo shoot on Instagram. There's photo number 1. That looks okay. You can see that listen, man, for a 63-year-old woman, she looks okay. There's the next photo. Not bad, but again, you're 63. You're not 23, but whatever. Here's the next photo. Okay, all right, her trying to, I'm the tigress, blah, 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 blah. Come and smash my menopaused insides. There's another one, but you can see her right leg. You can see that things are starting to get a little bit flabby. Listen, I'm not requiring 63-year-old women to have airtight bodies. You're 60 fucking 3. Do your best to stay in shape. This is the next one. You can see right up toward the ass area. It's just a little flabby. Oh boy.
I mean, that's just not a flattering photo to begin with. I mean, like, that's just not a good pose.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
she looks like she's sleeping.
Jesus fucking yeah, right. What about this photo? It's like, clearly she has a BBL, a Brazilian butt lift. For those of you keeping score at home, again, for a 63-year-old woman, all right, I'll give you credit, but come on.
You know, there was a movie back in the day. You may have seen it with John Candy, Dan Aykroyd. It was called Nothing But Trouble.
Okay.
And there's a scene in there where Dan Aykroyd's taking like everything out. Like he takes his teeth out, his hair, like, and this is what happens with Madonna at the end of the night. Like all this shit just comes off of her. Probably she just takes the wig off, puts it on a mannequin. That's what I see, man.
Jesus Christ. Listen, the worst photo is coming. That one's not bad. It's covering everything up. Oh boy.
Decent.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Hold on. Here it is. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. I'm sorry. Your thoughts.
She needs to get out of her groove and get into a nightgown.
Yes. Like what?
Because get into a groove. She's still trying to get into a groove, man. Hey, I got to give it to her, but it looks like she got like yellow staining on her butt. That's not a good look. You know, that stained butthole.
Oh, listen. Well, here's the thing. It's what they do now is they do the anal bleaching. You ever heard of that?
Yeah. Yep.
So clearly that's what she's doing as far as that's concerned. This is not a good look. Listen, EO, in your opinion, why is she doing this?
I mean, you know, it's that thing with fame. You know, you have fame. This happens with a lot of people. Like even pro wrestlers go through this. It's like once they're done, they're out of that limelight. They don't know how to be anything different. Right. They can't detach from the persona. So really, that's what's happening with a lot of these women, especially Madonna. She had so much early success that, you know, nobody's thinking about Madonna anymore. I mean, no one's thinking about Madonna. I mean, you know, I might put on Frozen every now and then.
Now you're stupid.
You know, I might put on an old song, Frozen, just to remember what all the women used to tell me. You're frozen.
Oh my God.
No, but no, this is a bad look. It's a bad picture. It looks like she's a broke woman and in some apartment above a bar. Yes. Like this is not even a good shot in general. I mean, this is a horrible looking shot. And she should be happy Instagram took these down without notification.
Well, actually, no. I actually found this on her Instagram. Actually found it on her Instagram. Let's get another opinion in here. Joining me in the studio is the lovely and talented Devin. Devin, talking into the microphone. That's okay. I understand that. So tell me what your thoughts are. And no, you guys are not going to see her on camera. You're not going to see her on camera because she's wearing, well, she's all dressed up for the evening's activities. And basically what she's wearing can fit into a Ziploc bag. But Dev, talk to me about what you see. Why is this happening from a female perspective here?
First of all, she looks like the Wicked Witch of the West, like the house
the
just
house.
landed
Yeah,
on
right,
her,
right, under the house, yeah.
And that's just disturbing. I don't know what's going on with her butt hole there thing. It's just very strange.
Wow.
I know it's not good. Honestly, like, you know, she should just take a page out of like Elizabeth Taylor's book and just age gracefully.
Right. Exactly.
There's no need nobody's asking for this. I'm not asking for this.
True.
I'm asking for it. I like clowning old bitches trying to be young, right?
I think Sean Penn needs to
What
go
do you
over there
expect?
and fuck her one more time. Sean Penn will go over there and nail that and put her back in her place.
Sean Penn tapped that?
I think Sean Penn was married to her. I think Sean Penn and Madonna were briefly married, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Back, in the 90s.
Wow.
In the 90s, yeah.
I remember her and Dennis Rodman had a thing going on there for a little while. All right, so now we're gonna go to we're going to go to this article. It was on the Jasmine brand. The article is entitled, quote, 50 Cent clowns Madonna's sultry IG photo shoot, saying, quote, she's trying to do like a virgin at 63. I'm going to tell you what, dude. 50 is the master troll. He is absolutely the master troll. So let's read this and see what he says. The story says, quote, 50 Cent is sharing his true feelings about Madonna's recent Instagram post. Yesterday, November 24th, Madonna shared a series of suggestive photos to Instagram. The upload caption, quote, angel watching over me, specifically shows a scantily clad Madonna having a photo shoot on and around a bed. You can see a few photos down below. Of course, we've already seen these before. This is the worst photo ever. It actually looks like she's been red rummed, and I guess her assailant tried to maybe hide her under the bed, and maybe he heard somebody coming, and he said, "No, I'm out of here," and just left her. I don't know.
Where they put the A.
I mean, that is.
The
I mean,
A is
every
right there on
single
the S,
picture
right?
for the most part was just very awkward and odd. I mean,
was-
whoever took these pictures, she took them herself, I'd imagine. I don't think anybody took them. I think she just set up a
knows?
camera.
Listen.
I mean, that's nice. I mean, look. I mean,
as long as I'm not
decent.
seeing your ass, that one's all right. That one's terrible. This one, yeah, no, I'm not.
She
trying
looks
to
like Flea in that other picture. It's like Flea. Right there, brother. Go up.
Oh my
go up
God,
one more.
yes,
That's
this is it.
That's Flea, bro. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yes. Oh yeah. Right. Of course, man. Holy shit, man. Yeah, she does look. Dude, she does look like Flea. I didn't know he was still alive, man. He's probably done so much drugs. Anyway, the story continues. Shortly after Madonna's upload, 50 Cent decided to chime in and share his opinion on the photo shoot. The 46-year-old, quote, candy shop rapper uploaded a screenshot of the photos and wrote, "Yo, this is the funniest shit. LOL, that's Madonna under the bed trying to do like a virgin at 63. She shot out if she don't get her old ass up. LMFAO." Additionally, the screenshot was accompanied by a meme based on the infamous Life commercial and motto, "Help, I've fallen and I can't get up." Oh my God. Wow. Yo, I'm gonna tell you what, 50 is a master fucking troller. In the comments section of his upload, 50 Cent also added, "And people say I'm fucked up. No, y'all, no, you gotta look around." He also wrote, "BBL not done well. Bars fool, bars LOL." Jesus fucking Christ. Madonna hasn't publicly acknowledged 50 Cent's statement, and he hasn't issued any additional remarks about the matter. This matter may remind readers of 50 Cent's insults towards Lil' Kim earlier this year. Back in July, he uploaded a meme comparing the, quote, Big Mama Thing rapper's appearance to a barn owl. Oh my God, look at that.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not. She kind of does. She kind of does look like, wow, okay. All right. Later, he also suggested Lil' Kim look like the antagonist from the 1993 Leprechaun film. Unfortunately, that looks like they've deleted that. So that was the first thing. Then 50 apologized, and Madonna apparently did not buy the apology. This article says 50 Cent continues to troll Madonna after she calls him out for, quote, fake apology. 50 Cent and Madonna continue to spar on social media. The article states, last month, 50 mocked the pop icon by blasting a risque photo that showed her ass and legs sticking out from under a bed. "Yo, this is the funniest shit. LOL, that's Madonna under the bed trying to do like a virgin at 63. She shot out if she don't get her old ass up." He captioned it. After seeing the memes and jokes at her expense, the 63-year-old singer called him out for, quote, pretending to be her friend. "I guess," Madonna states, "your new career is getting attention by trying to humiliate others on social media. The least elevated choice you could make as an artist and an adult." Madonna wrote alongside a photo of them together in 2003. This was nearly 20 years ago. "You're just jealous you won't look as good as me or have as much fun when you're my age." 50 offered an apology before deleting it. Says, quote, "I must have hurt Madonna's feelings. She went up and dug up an old MTV photo from '03. Okay, I'm sorry. I did not intend to hurt your feelings," he wrote. "I did not benefit. I don't benefit from this in any way. I said what I thought when I saw the picture because of where I had seen it before. I hope you accept my apology." Madonna responds, oh, wait a minute, hold on. That's, okay, very good. But Madonna is not buying it. On Saturday, she released a video in which she clapped back at his fake apology. "You were trying to shit." You know what? Let's just watch the video.
Weird.
Think about this. We got a 63-year-old woman doing a clapback video. Like, what are we doing here?
Let's
Okay, so this is a message for 50 Cent. I want to respond to your response.
Okay, so the first thing is, why is she doing this in a cartoon filter? Even she doesn't like the way she looks.
To my response to your post, which was
It's funny, even though she's a cartoon, her hands still look like they're 63 years old.
essentially, you were trying to shame me. You were trying to humiliate me. Yeah, your apology is fake. It's bullshit and it's not valid. Let me just hit those 4 or 5 points about your apology being invalid. Number
What's up with her eyes? You see how she's blinking?
Yeah, that eye ain't working, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy. I guess she's got cataracts too, huh?
one, it's not hard
That's
to
fucking
find
wacky.
footage of you and me
Do you see
hanging out.
that?
Madonna's next door. She over there rehearsing. I take you over there and say hi to Madonna later. She's an old friend of mine. You understand what I'm saying to you? I'm kind of big, baby. You think the other rappers can just walk in Madonna's rehearsal? Huh? The security.
Number 2, an
boy.
apology is not valid if you don't know what you're apologizing for. What you should be apologizing for is your misogynistic,
Oh, here we go.
sexist, ageist behavior
Here we go.
and remarks. Number 3, you didn't hurt my feelings because I don't take it personally.
I'm sorry. She said he didn't hurt her feelings, yet she appears to be in her feelings. Your thoughts, EO?
I mean, the problem I see here is that he apologized.
Yeah,
He should have never apologized. You got to be like Charles Barkley, boy. Charles Barkley be going in.
Yo, he throws.
on
He
those
throws.
Texas chicks or San Antonio chicks, and he'd never apologize.
Word
He's like,
up.
listen, I meant what I said, and that's it. That's the problem here. He should have just never apologized.
I agree.
You can't apologize to these bitches.
No,
bro.
fuck no.
You got to say what you want to say, and then just write it out, and that's it.
I agree. And that fucking eye, that's weird as shit, man. Unique79 in the chat says, misogyny.
I could never take it personally because you're not coming from an enlightened place.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Number 4, you say that you're not benefiting from it. Of course you're benefiting from it. That is what social media is all about.
Yo.
You do understand that.
Yo, those eyes have stolen the show, bruh.
Oh shit!
Like, this
This
is
is a lighten that butthole, bro.
another
Talking
anal
about
bleaching.
enlightened shit. Hey, just lighten that butthole, baby.
Yeah. Dev in the chat says she's an Illuminati reptilian. I agree. I'll give her a thumbs up on that.
We post things about ourselves and we use Instagram and other forms of social media because we want attention. We want people to buy our products. We want people to invest in our brands. We want people to listen to our music. We want people to go to our concerts. We want people to notice us. We want people to like us. There's nothing wrong with any of those things, but don't kid yourself if you think you have an Instagram account and you're not benefiting from it. Shut it down. Stop lying to yourself.
Oh, God.
Okay, so you're reposting somebody else's low level of consciousness posting
Oh my
that are
God.
meant to shame.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Does she not sound like she's in her 60s? Like, she sounds like a grandmother at this point, right?
Well, like you said, those hands have had a lot of palm olive on them. That's for sure.
Palm olive.
And I mean, she's just embarrassing herself coming out here like this, like in this cartoon fashion.
Yeah, this is crazy,
She
dude.
sounds robotic. She sounds delusional. She needs to just go ahead and hang it up and let some of these young girls that are in their 20s and early 30s go ahead and get their time to shine.
Fam.
I mean, lady, you had your time.
Right.
Like, go put a nightgown on and chill and enjoy the rest of your life, whatever years you got left.
Listen, man. Listen, Madonna's got nothing. She's got nothing to prove. She's one of the greatest pop artists of all time. And what a lot of people don't realize is that Madonna was Lady Gaga 35 years ago. Like, there's never anything new under the sun. Everything that Lady Gaga does are these crazy, what's her name, Cardi B. No, dude, Madonna was doing all that stuff back in the day. Let's finish this video and talk
And
about it.
humiliate other people. That's fucked up. You are trying to put a limit on when women should be able to feel good about themselves.
Uh-oh.
So if I
Ooh, put a limit. You should not be able to put a limit on the age that women feel good about themselves. I'm calling bullshit there. What do you think?
I mean, I look at it this way. I mean, if you put your ass out under a bed and some silly ass shot on the internet, I mean, you are subject to opinions, and part of those opinions will be criticism.
That's right.
And so you have to accept it. I mean, what do you think? We all should just like that shit? I mean, it
Hell
wasn't even
no.
attractive.
No.
I mean, I could see if she looked good. I mean, I could, one of the shots she looked good in bed. Laying on when she was every shot under the covers was doable.
Spot on. Spot on.
But anything outside was Mick Jagger.
Look, yeah, anything outside of the covers, I just give the buzzer.
Finally, I just want to say, I forgive you, and I hope that one day you wake up and see a different point of view. I wish you all the best. That's it. Okay?
All right, so
She's got a Michael Jackson vibe going right now.
She does,
You notice
doesn't
that?
she?
It had
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah,
Michael
yeah.
Jackson kind of tone.
because Michael Jackson does talk like this. I like to give my guests cookies and warm milk. Yeah, like she is definitely a Michael Jackson. But hours later, 50 was back trolling the Material Girl, posting a series of photos of people mimicking her pose, which he called the, quote, like a virgin 63 challenge. Oh, my God. Quote, well, what a positive influence you are. LOL. Hashtag like a virgin 63 challenge. I'm sorry, didn't work, he wrote. He also took aim at Bow Wow for liking Madonna's post, saying, quote, I see Bow Wow mad. I told everybody he took that money home from the strip club, wrote the, quote, power producer. Fool, that money was for the dancers. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Do you see this? All of these asses look better than Madonna's. All of them.
Facts.
Oh, my God. I think I like that Wicked Witch of the West reference. That's fucking brilliant. All she needs is the curly-toed shoes. This is now you want to see Master Troll. So now we're going to go to another article. And I'm going to show you a video that 50 Cent did in response. And the way he did this, he actually did this to look and sound like The Purge. Check this out. Oops.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing.
Okay, so this is a message for 50 Cent. I want to respond to your response, to my response to your post.
My response to your response to my response to your response to my response to your response to my response to my post. This is
An
fucking
apology
brilliant.
is not valid if you don't know what you're apologizing for. What you should be apologizing for is your misogynistic, sexist, ageist behavior and remarks. Number 3, you didn't hurt my feelings because I don't take it personally. I could never take it personally because you're not coming from an enlightened place. Number 4, you say that you're not benefiting from it. Of course you're benefiting from it. That is what social media is all about. You do understand that, right? We post things about ourselves and we use.
Okay, yeah. I thought that was absolutely fucking brilliant. All right, EO. Look, man, start us off. What are your initial thoughts about this whole fiasco, man? Because this to me is absolutely, I cannot believe that a 63-year-old woman is trying to shame 50 Cent for saying what everybody really thinks. Nobody wants to see a 63-year-old ass and a thong. Am I wrong?
I mean, I'll say this. I mean, these personas are strong, bro, especially in Hollywood. You know, you get that fame early, and then it's hard to hang it up. And I think a lot of these women do not want to, like, pass down, the spotlight to younger women. The older women are heavily jealous of younger women. They are, man. And you could see it even in the advice they give. I mean, these older women are just older delusional women. They were younger delusional women, and now they're just older delusional women, and that's how it goes. So that's the problem I see here. She's still trying to use her body to catapult her career or reignite it, and it ain't gonna get done that way.
No.
I mean, she just doesn't look good like that.
No.
And so, and again, if you put yourself out there, even us, I mean, we're subject to scrutiny.
Of course,
I mean, somebody could do and everybody is. Even all these complaints about everything going on in the manosphere right now. It's just so feminine. It's like, listen, if you put yourself out there, you have an opinion about something, you're trying to teach something, you're subject to scrutiny, and you have to accept that.
That's right.
And so, what I see with Madonna is an old woman who can't hang it up, who is trying to reignite a career using the same method she used 30 years ago, 40 years ago, and it's just not going to work.
Listen, I agree 100%. And I'll tell you this, something that you said really grabbed my attention is that older women, and I think you and I have talked about this before, older women never give sound advice to younger women. They always give younger women terrible advice. They purposely lead them astray. Whereas older men, we're looking out for the young cats. We're looking out for the young guys out here. We want the young guys to take over for us. I have no idea. Let me ask you, Dev. You're 45 years old. Why do you think these old bitches are out here trying to throw salt in the game for these young girls?
Because they have something that the young girls don't have,
Which
which
is what?
age, you know? So they're trying to make
Years.
it like, oh, well, I'm old is beautiful, and I'm this too. But, you know, it strikes me as funny that she says that you can't put a limit on what age you can feel good about yourself or whatever. Well, I mean, you can be 65 and feel great about yourself, but you don't have to post pictures of that on the internet to prove to everyone else about how great you feel about yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you mean. And listen, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this too. Just because you feel good about yourself doesn't mean that others are. And I think what Madonna's doing here, listen, EO, we talk about this all the time. One of the many ironclad tenets of La Pastilla Roja is that women grow old, but they never grow up. Madonna's acting like a fucking teenager. Going back, you're doing clapback videos. You're 63. You've got an AARP card. Dude, honestly, you're probably taking Geritol. I don't even know if they do Geritol anymore. Listen, there's no doubt about it. Madonna looks fantastic for 63. No doubt about that. I'm not trying to fuck Madonna. She looks good for 63. She doesn't look
better.
good.
With all that money, she better.
All that money and HGH.
Better
That's
look good,
the way it
bitch. You
is.
ain't doing nothing.
It's absolutely incredible. So, do you think that this was an attention grab by Madonna, or do you think she's just trying to get back in the news?
No, it's that, like they say, even bad publicity is good publicity, and so she's gonna utilize this. I don't think that older women want young women to be happy. I really don't, especially if they failed with marriages. They lost all their husbands. They're sitting alone. They're trying to figure out a way to get their sexy back. I mean, really, like you said, you made a great point. We're actually trying to give the game down to these younger men, and even some of the older men that just don't have it or didn't have enough experience. We give information to guys in their 50s that they're able to leverage now. And I just don't see women doing that. I don't. I think the older a woman gets, and the more bitter she gets, more resentful she gets, the more she feels like she lost her identity. The more she's going to even grab young women and say, don't go with men yet. You want your freedom. Get your career down. Take your time. Get married when you're 40. By then, even to some extent, not to put my own personal business out there, this kind of happened with my sister. Shout out to my sister. I love her, but she's in her 40s now. She's been married to the same guy for several years. They've been together for over 15 years.
Wow.
He was actually a good party buddy of mine, believe it or not. I used to watch him do cocaine on the dashboard.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, well, cocaine days.
Booger
but
sugar.
anyway, they never had any children, and I blame my mother for that because my mother kind of, I think, scared my sister into not having children, and she followed my mother's advice, and now she doesn't have any children, and I believe clearly she's too old for it now.
Sure.
And she's probably gonna have some regret about that.
You better believe it.
And so I told my mother that. I said, hey, you should have encouraged family. Like, I'm not saying everyone has to have a family, but I believe her husband wanted to have a child, and she just didn't give it to him, and that's going to be a problem. It already is, but they're gonna manage it. But again, women that get older, that are bitter, they're looking in the mirror. I mean, like I said, all that is filtered.
Sure.
She's got injections all over in her face. I mean, when she takes those clothes off, those vagina lips are hanging real low. I know they are.
Yes.
Those meat curtains are long, baby. And so I just think that's what it is. They're jealous of young women. They're not. Again, they're not putting young women on game.
No.
They're telling women to do what they did, which didn't work.
Right. They're giving them the bad advice. Mike No-Go Zones, $2 super chat says, what's the over-under on her notch count? You want to take a stab at that?
No, I can't count that high.
Devin's got, she's got jokes. I can't
I'll bet it's in the thousands.
It's gotta be. I think it's definitely in the thousands,
Yeah, I'll bet.
for sure.
Yeah.
Mr. J, $2 says, I bet she doesn't know what misogyny means. Dude, women, there are a lot of words that women spew. They have no idea what they meant. Neon X Runner with 5 R's, it looks like $5, says Madonna looks like one of those glitched old animatronics from Five Nights at Freddy's. Terrific and scary product, like she said in the video. Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, if I worked for Blumhouse, I would actually do the new Annabelle movie with that doll with Madonna.
Blumhouse. Oh my God, dude.
I gotta call and pitch this. Hey, Blumhouse, I know you're making the last Halloween, but can you squeeze in the Madonna doll?
hey, check this out. We laugh, but they'll take that phone call. They will take that phone call. What was something else? I actually just had something in my mind as far as like horror movies are concerned. I'll think of it another time. On the Sharpe stream side. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Here we go. She sounds like every F and F thought on the show. Yes, she does. Dre Raven says, LOL, she's the ghost of thoughts past. Kyle 2020 says, Madonna is taking being a post-wall slut to a new level. Kyle 2020 also says, men are the empathetic sex. Women are running projection on men. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely agree with that. I mean, there's another guy that just came to mind that died, George Michael. Okay, he died on Christmas Day several years ago. He was another one that had an identity given to him with the Faith album. He was a sex symbol for many years. Then he tried to detach from that and go in a different direction where his image wasn't part of the music creativity. And so it's just something that happens with real heavy personas. If that persona takes over your life, you can't get rid of it. You can't shake it, man. And so I just see that happening with Madonna. She's just probably sitting at home looking at these young girls on Instagram. Shit, some of these girls on Instagram, dude. I mean, although they have a lot of enhancements, but they're beautiful.
Yes.
I mean, they're absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
I mean, and she's probably looking at it like, I never look like that. Damn, look how many guys are commenting, liking, probably in her DMs. Nobody's in my DMs.
Real talk. I'll say this. Women, sex, money, children, family. Today's women, what they value the most is attention. It doesn't even have to be young girls like negative attention because young hot girls know that old women are just hating on them. They like all that hate. By the way, shout out to George Michael. Unique79 says George Michael was brilliant. Baby! Beastly Nerd, $5 says, this is great promotion for 50's many shows on Stars and the upcoming Expendables 4. Is 50 going to be in the Expendables?
Hey, if 50 finds this video, bro, you should have never apologized to that bitch.
Hell no.
Hold your fucking nuts and stand on what you said, man.
Jesus fucking Christ. So here's a question. Here's a question here. When older, because I remember, this is what I was going to talk about. I remember Charlize Theron, beautiful woman. She's actually more African American than I am, if anybody knows her history. But Charlize Theron, maybe a couple of years back, she was wondering why men don't want to date her. Well, it's because she's old and she's been ran through. There was also, so when they did the Wonder Woman thing, Charlize Theron was feeling some type of way because they asked Charlize Theron to play Wonder Woman's mother, and she thought they were calling her to play Wonder Woman. So here's my question. Actually. Here's my question. Why is it, do you think, that women are always the last to know they've hit the wall, and why do they want to hang on for dear life even when it's obvious that they've hit it?
Man, there's so many reasons why that is, but it's just they're delusional, man. I mean, honestly, I said this in a broadcast the other day. You have to tell a woman how to think. They don't know how to think. In my experience, I've been around hundreds of women, man. I've been around thousands. I've slept with hundreds, well into the 600-700, and I was married. That women do not know how to think, man. I mean, I would imagine, and this is not a disrespect to Devin or even SNO,
sure,
but when we first met these women, we had to tell them how to think. I mean, they were self-destructive, highly delusional, thinking they qualify for things they no longer qualify for. It's like, yo, it's time to transition. Turn the page. Shout out to Metallica, okay?
Real talk, yeah, right?
That's what I. It's time to turn the page. I mean, look, women. There's nothing worse than a woman, and I'm gonna say this because when I was on dating apps and stuff, I would see these women and they're like 45, wearing pink, posing in the mirror. Like, sit your old ass down somewhere, man. Go. If you're 45, you better be with a guy who's 60.
Well, my girlfriend's 45 and I'm 44, so I guess that. But see,
Oh,
here's the thing.
okay. Well, you know what? It all depends on where you're at. I mean,
Well,
I
that's
guess
okay. Hey, listen. Real talk, man. Real talk. Listen, man. My girlfriend is 45. She looks fantastic. Period. She's in better shape than most women in this country.
Yeah, there's some anomalies to that.
Yeah, of course. Devin is clearly, I mean, look, she's a statistical anomaly, but she's not a snowflake, right? Like, she was out here doing shit that other women were doing when they're freshly divorced. So let me ask you, Devin, why are women the last to know they've hit the wall? And why are they not willing to let it go?
I think it's the same reason why.
Oh, you got a nipple out. Just kidding.
It's the same reason why, like, guys, the athletes stay long past they should have retired or whatever. Everyone's trying to stay relevant. I mean, if Madonna really wants to, play up to her audience, she should be posting those pictures on Facebook where all the old people are instead of Instagram where the young ones are.
Oh my God. Jesus fucking Christ. Dev knows all of the the social media demographics. Yeah. I think this EO. This is a very good example of how social media, specifically Instagram, can really fuck up a woman's mind. Madonna is comparing herself to Instagram models. She's never going to win. When guys say Devin's old and fat and she's ugly, they're comparing her to Instagram models, and they are hard 10s all around. You got something else?
Yeah, I was going to say that she's obviously trying to emulate the modern day hot chick because she's been a sexy icon, her whole career. But little does she know that no one wears fishnets on Instagram. Like, since the fishnets in the 50s. Like, what's going on?
Yo, listen, man. Like, this ain't like fishnets. What is this, 1986? Like, what are we doing? So she's showing. Listen, man, Madonna looks fantastic for her age, but she's got to give it up. So, EO, what are your thoughts on social media warping the minds of both young and old women?
Yeah, social media gave everyone a voice. It gave everyone an opportunity to post a selfie, to do a story, to make up this fucking illusory life, and that's and in large part that's what it is. Now, look again. Even I plan on moving forward from what I'm doing right now as the coach by the time I'm 50. And then I'm transitioning to a completely different arena, and I'm already planning for that. So when I'm gone at 50, I'm not coming back to the manosphere to see who's new and up and coming and to see if I can compete with him. Right. Fuck that. Like, let him do his thing, make his money, build a brand, and help the younger generation out. Why would I come back to see if I still got some sort of standing here? Like, fuck that. When I'm gone, I'm gone.
Yes.
And
listen.
And look, Madonna actually still has that pretty face. And if she were just to put on some sophisticated clothing, maybe dress a little bit like Celine Dion. Celine Dion is still acting her age.
Yes.
She always had that more sophisticated presentation anyway. But I could see Madonna doing far more right now. She could still show her pretty face.
Of course.
You could still have sexuality, but being in more sophisticated, elegant clothing. And like Devin said, what's with the fishnets?
Jesus fucking Christ! I mean, I almost halfway expected her to have like the side ponytail, right? She's a material girl because she's living in a material world. R.I.P. R.P. Mike says Rodman is happy. Madonna is not. High status men can lose status and live happy lives. A woman cannot lose high status and live a happy life. I disagree. I disagree. Rodman is a fucking dumpster fire. You really, really have to watch the ESPN 30 for 30. He actually says, I'm like, as far as celebrity, I'm the top 15 most recognized person in the world. I got all this money. I'm not happy. So listen, Rodman is an exception to the rule. That doesn't make the rule. But yes, most men Madonna's age who was doing what she was doing, they're happy. Madonna is clearly not. Mr. J, $5 says, hold your nuts and don't apologize. Quote of the podcast. I like that. Definite G says, no, post it on MySpace. Jesus fucking Christ. Unique79 says, Donovan, stop it. Baby! Geeky Anomaly says, Coach EO is an NFT, guys. Get his knowledge while you can. Subscribe to his channel and check out his courses. So this is good. We're going to transition to the last part of this particular episode, because something you just said really, really struck a chord with me. And that is, you and I, we're not going to be in the manosphere forever. I've been in the manosphere since 2014. I'm going into my 8th year. Dude, I'm on the back 9 as far as the manosphere is concerned. I mean, what this means is that I do need to start to transition into maybe another arena. Now, I'm not ever going to change my message. I'm not going to go into politics or sports. No, I'm still going to be talking about relationship management, training your woman, etc., etc. But it's not going to be from a manosphere point of view, because there are clearly the young and up and comers. One of which I found myself, Myron Gaines. Like, listen, a lot of guys don't want to hear this. Yo, Fresh and Fit is, dude, they're the future of the manosphere. Guys who have all.
And
of
I
this.
also don't see them. I could see Myron. He's very intelligent. I don't see him doing this for a very long time either. He's 30 now. I see him running this out maybe 5 solid years. He ain't gonna be around. I guarantee you.
I think you're
if
right.
you talk to Myron and tell him I said that, he'll be on to something far bigger than this.
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
I think he's gonna pound it out 5 years. Just like us, we're gonna we're gonna give it a nice run, and then you exit gracefully.
Yes.
Just like anything you do, you exit gracefully. And Madonna is not exiting gracefully.
Oh my
man.
God! Listen, dude, you have to age gracefully, and there's nothing wrong with a woman who ages gracefully. You gave the perfect example in Celine Dion. Not so perfect example was Janet Jackson. Now, Janet Jackson was kind of a late bloomer, because even in the late 90s, early 2000s, I think she was already in her 40s, but she was still fucking hot as shit. But then the Super Bowl 38 wardrobe malfunction happened, and we all saw what her tit really looked like. Now she's had a baby in her 50s. Like, she's gone away. We don't really hear much from her. But if you're an older woman, there's nothing wrong with not being sexually attractive. Why? And Madonna is so much more than just a sex symbol. She has changed the lives of millions around the world. More people, all of the rest of that. But this just goes to show that no matter what a woman has, EO, she could have all the money, all the toys, all the clout, all the vacation homes in the world. If they do not have a man, they are incomplete. And there is no better example of this than this photo shoot. This photo shoot was for validation, but what she was also doing is she was advertising herself. Hey, if there are any guys in their 50s, 60s, or 70s that are looking for a 63-year-old siren, hit me up. What do you think?
Okay, I'm gonna also I agree, and it could have been it could have been something the publicist mentioned, agent, whatever. They're like, hey, let's get you back out there. Let's do something risque. Let's do something 80s. Let's do something 80s real quick. Try to rewind. Let's try to turn back the clock.
Yeah.
But anyway, the part of the reason why women as they age are still delusional is because of simps.
Yep, that's
if
right.
you pay
That's
attention
exactly
to
right.
some of these, there's old women dancing on Instagram, man. The other day, I something floated in my stream. It was an old ass lady in her kitchen, like fucking dancing, and there was like a bunch of simps in the comments, like, "You're a beauty, you're beautiful." I'm like, dude, the reason why that women are delusional as they are, I gotta put it on men. It's because of simps, man. Simps kiss their ass. Simps gives them, anything to get fucking attention from these women, man. You don't even know what it means. I mean, I know you know what it means, but
of course,
what it means to a simp to have any woman just validate them in any way, even just like their comment or thanks, honey, whatever. It's like,
it's like, oh my God, she made my day.
So I blame simps for that. It's like guys need to be more honest with women and say, hey, listen, you need to hang it up and do something else. That's what I would tell. I would have told Madonna that if I was in her life. If I was in George Michael's life, I would have said,
Real
hey,
talk.
come on, man. Get your shit together.
Yes.
Lose some weight.
Your
You're
time is
smoking too
coming
much
on.
marijuana. I mean, he
Yeah.
practically killed himself, and he had so much talent. He was one of the best male vocalists of all time.
Yes.
Same thing happened with Prince. If I was Prince's friend, they were afraid to tell Prince anything. I would have said, yo, you got to get some help, and let's get you some food in your fucking body.
Right. And
You
what
know,
did
like,
do? We OD'd
you
on
got to be
fentanyl.
honest with people. You have to be honest with people.
Dude, I totally agree. All right, so now what I'm going to do here as we close the show out, I am going to bring up an Instagram account. And this particular Instagram account is called, this is by a woman who I think is in her... So this woman is she's 53 or 54 years old. The Instagram account is Silver Beauty Jennifer. She has better than almost 600,000. Wow, she actually has less followers. So this is Silver Beauty Jennifer. And you can see Hang on a second. You can see that Silver Beauty Jennifer looks damn good. This woman, EO, on your screen, that's 50. She is 54 years old. She has a great ass. Not a great ass for 54. She has a great ass. Let me go through. Dude,
she still smells like mothballs though.
Yeah,
somewhere.
Of course she does. Of course she does. Of course she does. Here's another picture. This is a woman. This is a woman who she was blessed by the genetic gods, and she decided to capitalize on being blessed by the genetic gods. Her legs are still smooth. They're still shapely. But here's the problem with Silver Beauty Jennifer. Have you noticed anything about these photos? There's no man. Silver Beauty Jennifer, listen, she gets all the validation in the world from simps. That apparently is enough, because Silver Beauty Jennifer is not married. She's not in a relationship. And if this bitch looked like this in her 50s, can you imagine what she looked like in her 20s? Like, what is this woman's notch?
She probably looked worse in her 20s. I'll be honest with you. She
think
probably
so?
was married to a wealthy guy. I'll bet you she was married to a guy. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'll bet you she married somebody who had some money. They got divorced. She got a settlement. This is why she was able to have the funds to even, maybe even have that house she's in.
Okay.
I mean, I know I'm talking a little bit of shit, but I'll bet you she was married. She got some money out of a settlement, and now she got in the best shape of her life. She probably looked raggedy when she was in a marriage, and now she's on a strict diet. In the gym 6-7 days a week probably, and this is all she does is take fucking pictures. So I'll bet you she looked worse in her 20s and 30s, and she put all her time in her image now, and this is probably the best she's ever looked.
Jeez, I mean, dude, she is very, very shapely. I want to go. Oh, look at this. And here's where I think you're right. So look what she looked like in 2016. Then in 2017, look at her in 2018. She's 50 years old and a goddamn smoke show. Look at this. Look at this woman's body. The point is that if you stay with it, you can look good well into your 50s. 60s, not so much. So this woman, listen, I have no problem with this woman being in her 50s, fiercely feminine, and she's 50 and this and that and the third. That's great. When you have an ass like this at 53, 54 years old, you can show your ass, right?
Yeah,
but dude,
she looks good.
Yeah,
she does look good. I mean, I ain't gonna hate. I always tell the truth. I mean, she looks good. She's decaying though. I bet you're gonna get a waft of some decay.
Yeah, it's
will. Probably in a molar. It's probably in a molar somewhere.
Now I am moving down, so she is going to look better the further we go down. But you can see that this woman. I mean, dude, like look at this chick's body. She is 50 years old in this picture, and she looks better than most women. Period. Yeah. But when you look like Madonna looks, it just ain't. It's not going down like that. At some point, you're gonna have to understand that the party is over, and listen. That is a cold reality for women who are used to being pursued by men all the time. But it's a reality they're going to have to accept.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is, why they'll remain delusional is because the simps will never die.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, I'm just saying that the simps will never die. A lot of men are simps because they don't know any other way. They've never been exposed to the manosphere. This is why we're a blessing to many men. It's because at least we give you the information. Now, what you do with the information is entirely up to you, but we'll give you the tools, but you got to put it to work. But being that the majority of men will not find us, these women are not going to change. Nope. There's a simp around every corner. So a woman thinks, okay, he doesn't want me, but that guy wants me. This guy looked at me. This guy asked me out on a date.
And that's enough for them.
Will contribute to the delusion. So it's not going to go away. It's not going to go away. So these women and Madonna, as horrible as she looks with that yellow asshole and those with those droopy meat curtains, because those meat curtains are hanging, boy. I know they are. Look, Madonna, if you're listening, man, just go put on some. Go holler at Celine Dion. Let her put you on some Celine Dion game.
Yep.
And then and come back and you can make an album, but just come back, hang it up. Like I said, when I'm 50, if not sooner. When I exit the manosphere and I exit the champion game brand, I transition to the next thing, I'm out of this arena. I'm not coming back to compete with a 21-year-old. Dude, do your thing. Watch Donovan Sharpe's videos. Watch my videos. If we can inspire you or help you out, we will. And then just reinvent it, make it your own, and then and help other men. But the majority of the reason that women will never ever change, bro, this ain't going nowhere, is because the overwhelming epidemic of simps in the world.
I totally agree. Devin, let me get your opinion on Silver Beauty, Jennifer. What's going through your mind when you see this?
I think she's worked really hard. I think she looks great.
Okay.
And
I mean,
she's obviously lonely. I mean, the poor lady. But I have a feeling that she was probably like a kept woman younger and never got like a lot of attention from people. And now she realizes, oh my gosh, like I look really good for my age. Maybe I can make something out of it. And that's why she's kind of thirst trapping and showing herself off. Is now, like, the odds of her finding a high value guy are pretty much, pretty low. But hey, if you're a guy in your 60s and you don't want to deal with a young chick, but you want one that looks good, she looks pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
I think there's a market for this type of, person. I just, I don't know if is she making a business out of this?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. There's nothing else you glean from this?
She has no tattoos.
Okay, and
That's a good point.
If she can do it, you can do it. Hey!
Why would I want to do that?
Why would you want to do what? Look like Silver Beauty Jennifer?
I thought you meant like post pictures.
Oh, hell no. No. Dude, I post all
I
your ass
already
pictures.
do stuff like this then.
Yeah, well, you do, but you don't put it on, or do you?
I do not.
You don't have a secret Instagram account?
Mm-mm.
All right, good answer. Ricky Webster with the $5 super chat says, "One love to you both, Donovan and Coach EO. French toast props do." Here's an interesting question from Geeky Anomaly. He says, "What do you think about commenting on a woman's post if you've already smashed?" So a girl puts a sexy photo on Instagram. You've already smashed. Everyone's saying, "Oh my God, white material, blah 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 blah." Should you comment on it? What do you think?
Well, I think if a guy fucked the chick, he doesn't need to comment on it.
Yeah,
he's already
that's what I'm
fucked her.
thinking.
He's
Yeah.
already seen the body. He's already experienced that with her. So it's the guys that want to experience it that are chasing. But you're not going to catch a guy that's fucked abroad that's going to unless he's trying to secure her even further. Yeah. But for me, I've never ever commented on a chick's post.
Ever.
Even when I didn't fuck them, I never. I mean, never. It's been years since I've ever commented on a woman's post. There's nothing to comment on.
No.
I mean, there's nothing that is inspiring me that you're doing.
My answer, Geeky Anomaly, no. All right, very good. Carlos R., member for 2 months, says, "I love you, ELG. You guys are a blessing." Yeah, man, I think this was a very, very, very good episode. All right, EO, man, give your final thoughts and tell the people where they can find you.
Yeah, man. So I think tomorrow night is a final show, right?
Yes, sir.
The 6th.
The season finale of the 6th.
So tune in.
Yes.
Tune in tomorrow night. I'm sure we're gonna have an interesting show. So you don't want to miss that. And so I'm Coach EO. We're gonna do this every Saturday night. So just put it on your schedule. Unless something falls in place and we got to postpone it a week. But here's the thing, guys. Don't lie to these women, man. I mean, at the end of the day, don't lie to women for some sex. I mean, just don't, man. I mean, look, hey, I'd rather have my dignity and my balls than have some ass. Easy for me to say. I've had a ton of ass. What would I do if I was in my? I can't even remember my 20s, to be honest with you. Those days are long gone. I have no idea what I said to a bitch in my 20s, but I know I was smashing. But look, that last chick you showed, she's sexy, good. Man. I could see her finding some guy that wants to that might be divorced, well-to-do.
Yeah,
he could take her on trips. Like maybe he wants to travel a bit, and he could take her with. She doesn't. Hey, good arm candy. Fuck her. Maybe potentially good conversation. Who knows? But that woman's got a chance. But the problem I'm seeing here is that too many men are lying to women and giving them false hope, telling them they still look good.
Yes.
A lot of these women do not look good.
Nope.
And you need to tell them with your absence that they don't look good. Not only do they not look good physically, a lot of these women, it's all synthetic, a lot of it is, but their behavior is fucking terrible. So do not give a woman with bad behavior your time. Your dignity matters more. Put that energy into something that's going to be far more profitable for you. So I'm Coach EO. Search my name. Come on through.
Very nice. I really have only one thing to say here. Let me see what So these are the heels Devin's wearing right now. Here, point your toes. You see that? Yeah, you guys see that? Yeah. With any luck, I'll last 3.5 minutes. So actually, my dick game is starting to come back a little bit. Last couple super chats. Mr. J, $10 says to EO. To EO, you brought the term slut gene. Simp gene is now a thing. And men like you two are the cure to the sickness of men in this day and age. Wish I'd found the manosphere years ago. Yeah, hey, listen, man, better late than never. Ice Dragon Kid, $5 is paying tuition. Would give more, but the kids actually earned a ton of gifts. LOL. Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas to you too. Guys, that is going to do it for this edition of Elite Level Game. Thanks for coming in, EO. I appreciate it.
Hey, D, real quick, I want to say one last thing.
Go ahead. I'm going to give you the floor.
This is to Mr. J and everyone watching.
Okay,
Listen,
let's do it.
If you guys hear something we say and we expose something where maybe you fucked up, let's say you fucked up your last marriage, okay?
Right.
You just didn't know what you were doing. You didn't understand women. You didn't even understand like just the game, okay? But now you get the information. You're gonna feel bad, okay? You're gonna look and say, damn, like I wish I would have known that sooner, but you didn't. So just do better now. Like don't let that fuck up your future. Like, listen, we all make mistakes. We got to learn from our mistakes. But the one thing I notice, even with people that follow me, I expose so many hard truths to men that I know they feel like shit. I don't want you to necessarily feel like shit, but I want you to see where you went wrong so you don't make that mistake again. So I just want to tell guys that listen to us, we're gonna expose some things to you that make you feel like shit. You're gonna have regret. You're gonna have remorse. You're gonna feel stupid. And if you feel that for a short time. But then let it go, move forward, get the information, and do better this time. So I just wanted to say that to men. I know I make men feel like shit. It's not necessarily my intention, but I got to tell you the truth. What you do with that truth is entirely up to you.
Wow, well said, man. Good closing salvo, EO. I will see you tomorrow night on the 6th, my friend.
See you guys later.
And that is the incomparable Coach Everett Overton. My arm is already starting to get a little bit sore. I got another poke today. You guys know how that goes. That is going to do it for this edition of Elite Level Game. You guys know where to find me. Listen, we will see you guys. Tomorrow evening for the 6th. Oh, there's Dev trying to. Take care, guys.